this could have animations on it. So if it comes up blank, don't have a heart attack. Just keep pressing the forward key and it'll come up. So one thing to keep conversations going is follow-up questions you might point out here. Of course, notice the one-word answer at the end, and that kind of shuts down conversations, right? So, are you running track this year? Yes. You might pause to give them an idea. It's awkward. What do you like about running? All right. Or did you watch a Giants game last night? Yes. Who's your favorite player? I'm thinking what, who, where. Opening line. What's your favorite movie? Jumanji. What was your favorite part? Keeping the conversation going. Opening line. I like your shirt. Thanks. Where'd you get it? Should I only did that one earlier? So sometimes the opening line isn't enough, and you need these who, what, where questions. We're going to do a little demo here. Somebody like to come up and do this demo with me? So have a student come up. These are going to be in somewhere near the cupboard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them in, but they'll be somewhere near it. All right. So you want to play a little game with me? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a really fun game. Okay, great. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to just give me a one-word, simple answer. How was school? Fine. How are you feeling? Okay. How much homework do you have today?
Tons. The balls are all on my court.
Thank you. So you'll notice there was this expectation of something else needed to happen. And like a conversation, when somebody hands you a ball with a question or engaging you, in order to keep that fun conversation going, you need to hand them the ball back. If all the balls sit with them, it's not very fun. And a good conversation is like a game of playing catch. If somebody just holds the balls, it stops. How'd that work? Good. We've never done that before. All right, excellent.
Yeah, you made us all hungry, and now we're trying to eat this turkey.
What's going on?
I love you just standing there.
And when we were at headquarters, we decided throwing it back is not an idea, or modeling a conversation that did work.
Model how it would look. She was saying it might be like a good demonstration. So then you do a second time when, what would it?
Tossing the ball back and forth.
And they would answer.
You could do that. I'll tell you why we stopped it there was we were concerned about timing. But that could be super quick and effective. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be too much time, and it might make
it depends
go a
on
little crazy.
They do have a fun activity.
I know the next one.
We hope it works like
we
think it's going to. We'll see. You guys are all guinea pigs in the classroom every month. Isn't that great? All right, so the next thing you're going to do, there's no slide, is the alphabet activity. So you want to introduce this. You know who the master was at the art of conversation. A woman named Eleanor Roosevelt. You can ask something who she is. She was the longest serving First Lady of the United States, husband of Franklin D. Roosevelt, and her technique was called the alphabet method. She would go to a dinner party, and if the conversations needed starting or enhancing, she would start with the letter A and pick any subject that had that letter. For example, have you ever been to Atlanta?
Did you see a baseball?
Do you like red apples? Anything that started with A, and then she would move to B. So the art of conversation, remember, takes practice. So we're going to do something to practice this. All right. Could I have...
Sorry, but Kelly had an idea of how to run this one.
Okay.
That might be when the two people get up there, have the rest of the class line up 2 lines ready to tap out. Because when we practiced it, it was tough if you didn't have the people already set up.
It's like improv.
Yes.
One of our thoughts around that, I like that. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just telling you what we were thinking, which was there's this awkwardness to 2 people trying to keep it going, and that was part of the point. Was I'm trying to come up with a B. Now I'm struggling to come up with a C. And if somebody's standing there going, I got a B, I don't know, maybe that's enough to have fun and learn it. What do you guys think?
Well, I think
So we thought part of the point was trying to come up with the next subject, not being ready with it. So,
Where we get,
how do we want to try it?
5 minutes. We were going to time it, right?
Yeah, they only have 5 minutes, and their challenge is to see if they can get through the alphabet.
Do you want everyone doing it then?
Let's-
Or just for 5 minutes, however many kids come and tap out?
Yeah. That's what the thought was. Is
Okay.
just those who want to come up.
Let's
try
it this way,
and
and
see how
let's
it
see.
works.
Let's try it the more difficult way, because probably the
Okay.
easier way, that Kelly's way, would be.
We only have 5 minutes. Do you want to spend the time on that?
So no, but let's try it for like 2 minutes, so you can get an idea. Let's see if it works. We come up with these things in our head, and we've.
Do you want me to
we've
have
never done
more
them.
volunteers other
So
than me?
can I get 2? So here's what here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a game, the alphabet game. I'm gonna start with 2 volunteers. Okay? They're gonna try. We as a class are gonna try to get through the whole alphabet in 5 minutes. You guys are gonna start, all right? And your job is to keep going with the different letters. However, here's the trick. At any time, somebody else in the class can tap one of them out, meaning they want to step into the game. So if you'd like to step into the game, just come on up and stand behind, and let's say you're on the letter D. As soon as you say yours, I'm going to tap you out, and I'm going to step in. Person over here is going to be E, then it's going to be my turn for F. And we're going to try to keep going as a class the whole time. And if you want to come up, just come up and make a line. The other thing is, if you guys are struggling and you want somebody to take your place, let us know. I'm done. Somebody needs to help me out. We're going to see if as a class we can all get through the alphabet in 5 minutes, or how far we can get, okay? Who wants to start with the letter A?
Okay, I can start.
Asking a question with the letter A. Okay, so remember, you guys, as soon as you're ready to participate, come tap them out.
Okay, do you know what is Aurora Borealis?
I do.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
You like to play basketball? I do love basketball. Have you ever eaten chicken?
That's good. They'll think it's so funny.
That's pretty cute.
Thank you. Daughters?
I have 2 daughters, and have you ever taken a ride on an
Oh, sorry, I
elephant?
should have been listening to you. That's
right.
right.
Bad
friendship.
You're on E, now we're on F.
No, I think I prefer to ride a fish. Sorry. If you,
No, that's fine. Just
Have you ever done go-karting?
I have. What hotels do you like to stay in?
Perfect. And I think this is it.
Yeah.
But this is good.
What's your favorite ice cream?
We should go.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys
Good
got it?
job.
That was so fun.
Yay! Paper actors and young. Okay.
So you could do it either
It'll be
way,
fun.
I guess. Open to you.
Well, I guess what you
That
could
might be
do.
better,
what
yeah,
that-
to let people.
I think I'm just looking at the setup in our class. Just having our kids maybe everyone stand up, be ready. You can go up or maybe not. Otherwise, they're doing a lot of pushing in the chair to get up there. By the time they've lost their letter. So that might be a good compromise between the two. Have everybody stand up. We're gonna watch the 2 people tap out. Same thing as you said.
Yeah.
Just be ready.
And one of our thoughts on this was it doesn't have to be done well. It's more about being silly
Releasing.
and having fun and struggling with coming up with a topic and just, see how we were all laughing? To me, that is as
That is it.
memorable as
Yep.
anything we could say to them.
And when you make them laugh, they are open more to suggestions, actually.
they're not
There's been
so
psychological research on that, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to deliver bad news, you make them laugh first. Or you make them, you wanted someone to do something for you, you make them laugh first.
I'm just thinking about the people who aren't here. This is a tough one maybe to get just reading.
I had the video.
Yeah, let's really encourage them to watch that.
Come next
All right, the next part is to, oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so, this is pretty self-explanatory. So the next slide is about keeping the conversation going. Show interest, listen, ask questions, don't interrupt. So you have notes on all of that to expand on it when you say it to them. And then you can remind them at the end, remember, if all else fails, use the Eleanor alphabet technique to keep those balls in the air. Okay? Nonverbal communication. Just a note on this, I don't think we have time to go through the video. You can watch it at home. It's really funny for you guys who've seen Friends.
Oh, yeah.
So the link here and what's on Google Drive? Yeah, what's not? Okay, and what's on Google Drive, just a note. There was some feedback from last year that the very introductory part that mentions pregnancy might be a concern for some kids, teachers, families. So what is on the Google Drive starts at 31 seconds, not at the very beginning. So you just need to introduce it a little bit, because the other video on YouTube introduces it. So just let them know what they're going to see using body language and then watch it. Okay, so then it starts at 31. Okay, then we're going to go over nonverbal communications. And so look at this girl in the middle here. What's she saying? You can ask them that. They'll probably, what's she saying?
I don't know.
Without even using any words, we all understood immediately. She's saying, I don't know, right? So then you can talk about each one of the components of nonverbal communication, and there's notes here for a little.
We had a quick tip on that because it was a good one, I thought. So for this, and again, our class sits in these table groups. She said if you have a little card that, let's say it has friendly, you're going to take each one of these in each table group that's sitting there. You're going to use one of these modes and show with your body language or your,
Body language
sound.
charades. That's
Body
what
language
it was,
charades. Perfect. Body language
Yes.
charades.
Ha!
And so,
Say no more. We actually had that
Yeah?
in here. We had a body
Okay.
language charades in here. We took it out for
Okay.
time concerns, but I will make a note for future if you had
What-
time. But
here's how it makes it go faster. In the table group, everyone just chooses, and so we go, okay, your gesture is friendly. And so Netta might be using a vocal term, right? And I might be going, and then everyone just does it. And then the rest of the
At that
class
group, at that
for that
table.
group. So it's a table
Okay.
group at a time, demonstrating all at once these nonverbal ways of showing this gesture.
And then everyone else guesses.
And then everyone else just goes,
So you
oh, you're
throw out friendly, and then everybody chooses one of these
Yes.
to portray.
show it,
Right.
yes.
And I don't throw it at, like, you give the card on the table, friendly, don't tell anybody,
we gotta-
just look at it.
just for facilitators, just for
I can write it up.
somebody else can make that happen
Yes.
because
I-
it's not written in here. We need cards in the PC cover.